Hello, Aries. This week, the spider spirit is guiding you, okay? I've been pulling out these animal spirits in the beginning for an animal that wants to come through and guide you. And you have the spider. This is an amazing time this week to focus on weaving the web of your dreams. All right, it's a good time for creativity. It's a good time for kind of like building up maybe even your own support, right? I don't know why I'm getting a message that some of you could be doing things up in the home, whether you are going to a new home and you're building it, because the spider building the web is something that's going to support them and support the opportunities, aka the flies and food that comes its way, right? So I don't know if that means anything to you, and if you want to go deeper into that in your own, in your own mind, whilst we carry on the rest of the reading. But ultimately, the spider really is about weaving the web of your dreams, making your dreams come to light here. Okay, so that's something that's an animal that wants to guide you this week. All right, but let's dive into the rest of your reading. For my lovely Aries, please, Spirit, what is the message that they need to hear for this week? No place like home. So yeah, I mean, maybe something is going on in your home. All right. But the no place like home card always reminds me of the Hermit. It's kind of taking some time out to really think and reflect and to raise your vibrations. That little moon in the background is not necessarily a moon. It actually is what's on the back of the card, and in another card in this deck, which is the round and round card. And to me, that's a card of karmic cycles, right? So maybe you guys are really having to reflect on maybe why something is a cycle for you at the moment. Maybe you find yourself in the same position and you're like, why have I not broken through this lesson, this situation? Why have I not broken through a barrier of success? Maybe. So this week, they're really guiding you to take some time out for yourself, to be at home, to be within yourself, to really reflect and think about it. This can sometimes be a good card where we need to kind of retain our energy. So maybe you need a bit of a rest, a break. All right, sometimes when it's to do with maybe spending a little bit of time doing things that take your energy, being around people who take your energy, this card reminds me of you need to spend some time within your own self to kind of regain that powerful energy back again, okay? So that you can weave the web, like that spider says, that you can then take action on your dreams and capture more opportunities, okay? But it's very important for reflection to overcome some sort of cycle in your life to, yeah. All right, let's see some more for you. All right, please, Spirit, for Aries. You're raising your vibration ultimately, which is very nice to see. And by the way, but when I was reflecting on your energy and pulling your animal spirit card out, there was like a chant that was coming in my head, and it was like, be proud, be open, and that kept going round and round. So maybe you guys need to be a bit open-minded this week and also be proud of yourself where you've come. And actually the spider spirit here as well is on learning how to be process oriented instead of result oriented. So maybe again you find yourself in a cycle of not really being happy even though you might be progressing. So it's about loving the journey, and maybe that's something that they wanted you to reflect on this week. You have strategy, guys, which kind of feels like it's the web. The web could represent your strategy. You guys could be needing to focus on your strategy to get to your dreams here, okay? So they want you to plan some things out. We have a journal log here, so maybe journaling could be good for you, writing down some things that maybe if you feel like you've not really been connected to your goals, figuring out what it is that you actually want so that you can actually take action to go towards it, okay? Like there is this like kind of working undercover energy. So being at home, journaling, working on your inner self so that you can take action in your external world later on when you feel ready for it. So that's the kind of vibe coming through. Right, let's see what else. For Aries, the number 7 is popping up right now. And actually that might be, because it's for the week of the 7th to the 13th. So maybe the 7th is important. Let's get about 3 of these. Release. You're being called to let go of something, okay? Something is over. It's done with. It's time to let it go. This card comes in as well where it's time to release some emotions that maybe you have been holding back. All right? Some things that may have been keeping you stuck in a cycle. It's also releasing blame, okay? From others, for yourself. It's a good time to purge those feelings, okay? You have dissipating. So I do kind of feel like this week there is a focus on your productivity. because of that no place like home and the spider, it really does feel like it's more about your career or where you're going in life. That's what it feels like. But, take it however it resonates in your life. That's not going to be for everyone. But for those who it resonates with in that space, I feel like you do have big dreams and you do have big goals, but maybe you've not felt very motivated lately to kind of stay consistent with that, right? So something emotionally maybe holding you back, or maybe the environment that you're around, and maybe that's why they're wanting you to take some time out here so that you can elevate your vibrations, okay? So that you don't let your life dissipate. All right, let's see what else. We'll get one more, then we'll have a little card from the Let Go Flow deck. Your destiny. So stepping into your destiny. I just get a sense that you guys may already know your destiny, like the goal that you have in mind maybe has been with you for a while, or I don't know, something is part of your destiny here, something that has been written before you even came here, something that you agreed to before you came here. So it really is just about letting go of anything that's been holding you back, any subconscious beliefs, anything that's been holding you back, you're releasing. Okay, you're finding a strategy to release. It feels like a week of empowerment, but it's almost the first stages of that, before you really push yourself moving forward. It's kind of analyzing, okay, I feel like I'm not living up to my potential right now, but that's okay to rest and to rejuvenate, to find, to go within. I think it's very important to release feelings and subconscious beliefs that might be blocking you, fears, so that you can weave that web, okay? Now, what's interesting about this, Aries, is that this kind of attacked the spider. Let's see what it is. You forgive and karma. Oof. And it's interesting that it hit the spider, you weaving this web. It feels like this is blocking your energy. Maybe you are wishing some karma here. Maybe there is something you need to forgive here, whether it's within yourself or somebody else. Maybe you feel like somebody else blocked your blessings, somebody else interfered with your path. It feels like you felt a bit derailed or demotivated, and it does feel like it's something or someone in your environment. Which makes sense. That's why we blame people, right? Because we feel like they interrupted something. But they're calling for you to forgive. All right, now's the time of moving forward. What's done is done. Karma will happen. We'll speak about that in a second here. But don't let your life dissipate, and do not allow other people to step in the way of your future. Right? Don't let the past rule your future. So you forgive. Freedom means to forgive. Forgiveness is needed. You will be forgiven. Okay, so take it however it resonates for you. And then we have karma. All right, this says, what goes around comes. Karma is at work. You'll get what you deserve. Okay, so karma is at play here. Love that. All right, let's dive into your reading then, my angels. Let's see what the rest of the cards have to say for you. It's so interesting how that attacked the spider. It kind of feels like now they're showing me, like a spider building this web, and how you kind of run your finger along it and you kind of break the web. It feels like that's happened to you. You feel like something has ruined your progress, or, whatever you've built for yourself. You feel like something's got in the way of that. I wonder. Now you have to rebuild, right? But don't worry. Build a strategy. Do not let this hold you back. Right, let's see. All right, please spirit from the lovely Aries for this week. By the way, don't be afraid to like and subscribe if you haven't already. You have the Page of Wands. Okay, so this is some good news coming through for you guys this week. Let me just make this a little bit neater for myself. The Page of Wands is also about tapping into your creativity. Maybe it's about going back to, your childhood dreams, stepping back into your inner child. As children, we're very creative. We got big imagination. So they're wanting you to dive back into that, okay? And even kids, they don't really see limitations. So this Page of Wands is about bringing that fire back into your life, bringing that creativity, just like that spider says. A 10 of Pentacles, so focusing on that dream, that legacy, what it is that you envision when we think about the rest of your life that you have and how you want to live it. 10 of Pentacles could also be some good news about a financial opportunity or a financial goal being met this week. And you have the Death card, right? Transformation and change. We will clarify these, of course, because I wonder what this is. The Death card, It could be in relation to that release, like finally letting something go. Like this, death is literally riding on through, and he's unstoppable. So something like that could really be happening in your life. The King of Cups, all right? It's about learning how to deal with our feelings and emotions by valuing them, understanding them, but not allowing them to knock you off that rock here. Rocks are all about stability, right? Being grounded. 10 of Wands. Interestingly, coming up underneath the 10 of Pentacles. So again, this is about needing to release something, coming to the end of a very difficult journey in your life. Be aware of like overworking yourself or feeling overburdened. And the 10 of Cups. Guys, what's so interesting, you have 3 10s here. So a very big week of completion, guys, for you. Interesting. 6 of Wands on the bottom of the deck here, all about success. Coming out the war successfully, overcoming the challenges that you have been through, the chaos that you've been through, the war, the battle you've been through. All right, let's dive a little bit deeper into these messages for you guys. But you have 3 10s. 2 amazing ones and one really about, it's also, the 10 of Wands is not bad, but it does say that you've kind of come from a very challenging chapter in your life, one of a lot of hard work, exhaustion, and difficulty. It's a challenging card, but the good thing is you're coming to the end of that journey, and there's a lot more financial success coming away and a lot of happiness too. But of course, something does seem to need to change. All right, please, Spirit, let's dive in. The Page of Wands with the Star. So there could be some wish fulfillment coming through in the form of an opportunity. All right, whether you're hearing it through word of mouth, some sort of advertisement. I always see that with the Page of Wands here, but it does look like some sort of announcement is coming through. The Star and the Page of Wands as well, when it comes down to your creativity, it's about getting clear and being playful with a goal. All right, like we were saying here. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, moving away from chaos, conflict. Some of you could be moving homes. All right, some of you could be traveling to see family at this time, or they could be traveling to see you. But 6 of Swords is about moving away from chaos and moving towards calmer times. Okay, and it looks like what you're moving towards is this abundance here. So you may feel like you've been through a lot, which is true. But the good thing is, whilst you're in this period of kind of overcoming the mental and emotional trauma, and that can linger after going through something quite difficult, maybe reflecting a little bit on the past, which is fine if it's helping you to release them, to purge it. It's good to cry about things, to release it. But the good news is, like, what you don't see yet is that you're moving towards so much more financial abundance and just abundance in general. Okay, like stability, absolutely. Moving towards your dreams and goals too. One step at a time. It's important. Go easy on yourself, Aries. Right, the Death card. Let's see what that one is about here. The 2 of Cups could be the end of a relationship for you guys, or a transformation at least, when it comes down to your connections with people. I'm going to pull another one out for that one. The 8 of Cups, right? Some of you are definitely walking away from certain relationships in your life, certain partnerships. It doesn't have to be romantic. Some of you could resonate with that. Okay. You and a partner could be leaving something behind, for example. So take it however it resonates with you, but it is about walking away from things that just don't serve you anymore. Okay, and it does seem like it has an influence on your relationships in your life. Just like I said before, this is major transformation for you. When the Death card comes up, right? It's something that cannot be stopped. It's almost like inevitable. Whenever this card comes in, that's always the word that comes to mind. This is inevitable. This is maybe part of your destiny too. Something is coming through, something's coming to an end. You may be the one walking away from something, or it's just situational, like it's just where you're supposed to be going, and it's towards much better things. What's interesting is the 8 of Cups, usually if you're single, for example, and you've been through really, really difficult and painful breakup, the Calmer and Forgive card coming through with the 8 of Cups, walking away from what doesn't serve you so you can find the 2 of Cups, right? So you can find things that are fulfilling. Okay, so whatever it is that you're releasing, you're walking into something much, much more abundant than what you walked away from. All right, because underneath that is the 10 of Cups, right? And the 8 of Cups, 2 of Cups goes to the 10 anyway. So it's kind of like aligned. You will have an amazing life, and sometimes that's the karma. All right, that's the good fortune. That's what it is that you've, what you deserve at least out of everything that you've been through. Okay. So that death card, that transformation may seem scary at first, and daunting, but it's moving you towards better things. Okay. So if this, because there's a lot of people right now that's watching that could resonate with this in different ways, whatever you're walking away from, it does feel like you're walking into something, again, much more fulfilling. Maybe away from a relationship that was one-sided, moving into something that's perfectly balanced and mutual, walking away from certain friendships and stuff. You'll be finding better people, walking away from, maybe a difficult home situation with a love interest. You'll be walking into something much more fulfilling, much more happy, right? It's the happily ever after card. So it's good news, right? King of Cups being here, the Four of Swords. So yes, some of you really, this kind of aligns with the no place like home. It's really about going within this week as well, specifically emotionally, so that you can heal and address certain pains that you are experiencing, so that you can finally move on from something as well, right? The Four of Swords is that healed version of the Three of Swords. You've been through heartache, you've been through pain. All right, things may have just really hurt you lately, but the good news is, by understanding your feelings but not allowing them to interfere with your progress in life, where you can help it, of course, this is a good sign that you are healing, okay, and becoming very emotionally mature. It's like an understanding here of yourself and a situation. 10 of Wands, Page of Swords. That's interesting. So you could be learning about something new here, which I think is pretty awesome. This is going to help you move on from one location to the other. Of course, it's a card of research, so make sure that whatever you're letting go of and moving into, there could be some studies behind it, for example, or you might need to make sure that you are doing a lot of research. Actually, they're saying this is to do with the strategy, so you could be letting go of something that's very exhausting for you, with a strategy here, or that's something that's going to help you release something. Whatever it is, strategy is important in order to help you release something, or in this new chapter that you're going into. King of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Hermit. You can find happiness within this week. Similar to the no place like home, as we were saying here, it absolutely feels like you are kind of getting clear on a vision that you want. Maybe it's a family. Maybe it's to do with a family, or it's to do with just your happiness. It's a card of emotions. Okay, and that Hermit here is really reflecting. So I think it's good to take some time out to reflect this week, again, to build up your own energy within, to get clear on what it is that you see for yourself in the future, because you absolutely will have it. If not now, you definitely will in the future. I feel like this is like visualizing a future. All right. And also, like we said with the no place like home, it feels like you're regaining your energy back, maybe your positivity, etc. Like it feels like there is some inner work being done here. That's what it feels like, and you are going to find some happiness here as well, which I think is pretty awesome. All right, my angels, that's what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you tell your Aries friends about this reading, or any other zodiac sign about theirs. But I hope to see you guys next time. All right.